Our journey yet again begins in Manchester City Centre as we travel to Crewe to watch Chester play in the Cup quarter-finals in their first ever meeting against the side. This game will present Chester the opportunity to get further in this cup than they've ever got in the club's history, and also their first ever meeting with Crewe. As we arrived at the stadium, you could feel the tension in the air. This game was serious. The scene was set for Chester to face Crewe in by far their biggest game of the season. Fans putting up flags, just generating more pre-match atmosphere. I'm here today at the Crewe Soccer Centre as Chester take on Crewe in the quarter-finals of the Cup. This is the first time these two sides have ever met in their club's history. Chester are on the back of a 5-0 win against Macclesfield. Despite this, their 1-0 loss to Manchester Laces in the previous week meant their title chances were significantly reduced. The gap now to the top is 5 points, and with only 2 games remaining in Nantwich's form, it looks very unlikely that Chester are going to win the league this season. The Cup is now their only realistic avenue of winning a trophy. So let's see if Chester can reach the semi-finals of the Cup. As the players walked out to a welcoming crowd, the Chester players engaged in a pre-match huddle, just demonstrating further unity before the biggest game of their season. The scene was set as the referee blew his whistle, signifying the start of the game. Chester started the game strong, but Crewe matched them. This was 2 very evenly matched sides going at it in a game that meant everything. The game was a cagey contest with very little between it, very few chances, and just a lot of possession and battling in the middle of the park. I'm here at the Crewe Soccer Centre where Chester are currently playing Crewe in the quarter-finals. The two sides have met for the first time ever in their club's history, and it's half-time 0-0 after what's been a close, cagey affair between these two sides. Let's see what happens in the second half. The early parts of the second half unravelled very similar to that of the previous 45. Both teams battling very hard and fighting for every ball. Chances were flowing, but the first big one of the game went to Crewe. After a controversial decision left them with a penalty, Crewe dispatched with ease and went 1-0 up in the game. Chester showed incredible mentality fighting to the final whistle to score an absolute worldie of a volley from around 30 yards to equalise the game. The full-time whistle presented Chester with the opportunity to get some final instructions from manager Calvin Williams. Chester came out the blocks flying in extra time and got their reward when they scored the second goal to go ahead in the game. As the referee blew his full-time whistle, outpourings of emotion from the players, supporters and management staff fed onto the pitch as Chester celebrated reaching the Cup semi-final. I'm here at the Crewe Soccer Centre where Chester FC have just gone through to the semi-final of the Cup for the first ever time. This was their first ever meeting with Crewe and then beating them 2-1. They were 1-0 down, but a late equaliser and a goal in extra time see Chester go through to the next round. We'll see you there. We're here after a dramatic cup tie where Chester FC women have come from behind to beat Crewe 2-1 in extra time. I'm joined by manager Calvin Williams. First of all, what's your reaction to that result?
I think I cried. No, look, it's all about the players. Nothing to do with that. Like, you know, it's history made. Like, we spoke about it. We got this far. It's already history. For us to be in the final 4 against teams like, don't know who's got through by the way, but to come to play against Crewe and give them a good game. Let's be honest, it's an exciting game, and if you paid £20 for that, I think you'd be happy with your money, wouldn't you?
That equaliser was a fantastic goal and seemed to completely shift the momentum. How big a moment was that in the game?
Club legend. She is. That's the best way of putting it. Honestly, what a finish! Like, I just felt the game was a bit flat. and for Redders to pop up right at the edge of the box and to absolutely thump it into the top corner, what a goal. And I think that will live with me for the next 10 years.
This result sends you through to the semi-finals. Just how proud are you of the players to get to this stage of the cup?
No one deserves it more. I'll be truthfully honest. Like, the group have put so much work into it, you know, and you gotta realise what we've done here today. You gotta give. I'm not saying it because they're around here. Like, Crewe are a very good team. That's a fact. You know, the established team. Matt has gotten well organised, but for us to be in the final four, it's not settled in yet, but I'm sure I'll be very proud of it.